We are back with this breaking news coming in. Inside details of the ED interrogating Siddharth Pithani has been accessed by Times Now. These are the questions that the Enforcement Directorate has asked Siddharth Pithani. Remember, he was interrogated yesterday along with Shruti Modi. Shruti Modi was also there in the ED office, and then later towards the afternoon, Sushant Singh Rajput's sister Meetu Singh was also interrogated by the Enforcement Directorate. So Times Now has accessed inside details of the line of questioning. Siddharth Pithani was quizzed till 2 a.m. last night. So a marathon session there with Siddharth Pithani. The Enforcement Directorate is looking into the financial irregularity angle. Let's go across to Bhavtosh, who's joining us with more details, our senior editor. The interrogation with Siddharth Pithani went on till 2 a.m. in the night, Bhavtosh.
Yes, in fact, a very long questioning of Siddharth Pithani. It started at around 11:30 yesterday, went on till 2 a.m. Pithani was questioned about the contract that he had signed with Sushant Singh Rajput. He claimed that he was an employee of Sushant Singh Rajput and was also paid a salary, the mode of the payment of the salary, and also details of his financial statements for the past 4 or 5 years. Now, he in fact was asked to join the investigation last Saturday, but for some reason he could not join the group. On Monday, he was called for the first time. Then he was questioned for at least 8 hours. But yesterday was a long hours of questioning. And today, Swati, ED will go through the statements of at least 8 or 9 individuals who have recorded their statements, and will try to see whether there are any kind of discrepancies. And if required, will decide the date when to summon all the key players, including Rhea Chakraborty. But it is more or less certain that Rhea Chakraborty and others will be called in this week again.
Right, so you're saying today there is no interrogation, no questioning by the Enforcement Directorate, but the officials would now be going through the statements that they've taken down. In fact, interestingly, yesterday, the sister was also called to the ED office, Bhavtosh.
Yes, the reason why Meetu Singh was called was because of the fact that the family has leveled very serious allegations against Rhea's family and friends, claiming that they have siphoned off around 15 crore rupees. Now, that is the reason why they have decided to get someone from the family on record. They can make their case. And in fact, Meetu again reiterated what she had said earlier, that Rhea controlled the finances of Sushant Singh Rajput, that she also controlled any action that his chartered accountant used to take. Her statement was taken on record under Section 5 of PMLA. ED has said that its officers are present there in the Balad Estate office, but it's very unlikely they will issue any summons because they want to go through the statements and also cross-verify with the documents that they have collected so far. Interestingly, despite 2 rounds of questioning, despite ED asking Rhea Chakraborty to submit her property documents.
Right, I think we've... Okay, Bhavtosh is still with us. Bhavtosh, we lost you there for a couple of seconds. What does this long marathon session tell us? Is it that the ED is, not getting maybe satisfactory responses to the questions and that is taking them longer? Because Siddharth Pithani, otherwise, while speaking to the media, has been changing his statements a lot, but that, of course, doesn't matter in the courtroom. Bhavtosh, can you hear me?
Yeah, Swati, can you repeat the question?
What does it say? These long sessions, these interrogations that are taking place till 2 a.m. in the night with individuals who the ED thinks may know more, may tell the ED more about the financial irregularity aspect. Is it because that the Enforcement Directorate maybe is not getting satisfactory responses to the questions that are being raised?
What is very clear is that Swati, what is very clear is that key players in this case are trying to hide something. They are not giving out that exact state.
Okay. Bhavtosh, we're losing that line with you. We'll fix that and connect with you again. Let me meanwhile go across to Priyank, who all day yesterday and throughout this entire investigation has been covering the developments that are taking place at the ED office in terms of the interrogation which is taking place. And Bhavtosh was telling us, and we lost him there, right then, when he said that it looks at this point in time that these people who are being interrogated are maybe trying to hide certain details, that is not adding up maybe, and which is also resulting into these long sessions. The interrogation last night went up till 2 a.m. with Siddharth Pithani.
Yes, certainly, Swati, because if you see the financial transaction detail which the Enforcement Directorate is trying to ask is not of almost a decade long. It's just a matter of a few months for which the ED has been questioning all these individuals who have joined the investigation, and time and again what we are getting to know, the kind of answers which are being given by these people who were in close contact with Sushant Singh Rajput have not been giving a substantial information to the Enforcement Directorate, which has come out during the ED's investigation, because the ED has many documented facts with them. All they need to do is corroborate these documented facts with these individuals. So on paper something is different is you're showing, and what these people have been saying to the interrogators is certainly not what can be relied on. Yesterday, as Bhavtosh said, that Siddharth Pithani's questioning went till 2 a.m. And what we can see that the manner in which he's being brought and kept totally with Enforcement Directorate officers clearly suggestive about the fact that he can spill the means, and he is the one who can actually tell the Enforcement Directorate regarding what were the relationship in between Rhea, what were the financial transactions. So he's a key player because he was the one who had seen Sushant Singh Rajput the moment his body was found inside his flat. Apart from him, Shruti Modi was also called in yesterday, and Sushant's sister also recorded a statement for around 10 to 11 hours. So a long time period, lengthy questioning is still happening at the Enforcement Directorate since few days. Today, we don't expect anyone to join the probe because all those senior officials have not come here at the ED office.
All right, Priyank, thank you very much for getting us those details. With that, we're taking a very short break on the broadcast, but news and updates continue.